What's up, everybody? My name's Shannon. So today we're going to be hopping into a deck with a card that I haven't really focused on much this set, and it was mostly because I didn't have a whole lot of it. But here we are today, focusing on a Divine Visitation Fires of Invention deck in the Naya color scheme. That's right, we're not playing Grixis, we're not playing Teamer, we're playing Naya. We're going to play some janky but very, very functional Fires of Invention today. So before we go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're new here, click that subscribe button and that bell notification to actually get notifications whenever I go live or post videos or post posts about not going live or posting videos. Anyways, all that out of the way, we're going to go and hop into this deck tech or deck breakdown. So what are we playing here today? Why did I choose to go Naya? And what's interesting about this deck over the other Fires of Invention? Obviously, we have 4 copies of Fires because I don't believe that you should really play Fires of Invention in a deck if you have less than 3. It just doesn't really make sense as a splash card. We have Dawn of Hope, which is really sort of the base for this deck, right? You have Dawn of Hope, which says whenever you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Fires of Invention allows you to cast everything without using your mana, so you use your Fires of Invention basically to get down all of your cards. And then those cards gain you life, and then you use that life gain mechanic with this to just draw you more cards, right? And then obviously you have the pay 4 mana, which again, Fires of Invention leaves your mana open to just create endless soldier creature tokens turn after turn after turn. And what you'll notice about this deck is it has Divine Visitation, so you'll get these instances where you have Dawn of Hope, Fires of Invention, Divine Visitation, and you'll just be paying 4 mana to create these angels and still casting down other creatures and still taking your turns as you normally would. The best thing about Fires of Invention is even though you can't play spells at instant speed, such as Omen of the Hunt or whatever, you can use Dawn of Hope at instant speed, you can use Kenrith at instant speed, you can use Biogenic Ooze, so you see where I'm sort of going with this. Now the other cards in this deck, the shell, or I guess the base around this shell, is going to be Vivien's Arkbow, which actually isn't an enchantment, so it doesn't work with the Archon, but it is still a fantastic card alongside the Fires of Invention, because once again, your mana is going to be left open, so this gives you a dump for it to where you can find your Kenrith, your Biogenic, your Beanstalk, your Archon, whatever it is you're really looking for, right? Even your Hanged Executioners if you need that removal. Speaking of which, Hanged Executioners, 3 mana, very cheap, allows you to exile target creature your opponent controls, allows you to create a token, which at its base value, not super great, but combine it with Divine Visitation, you're actually getting somewhere. Omen of the Hunt, going to make sure that we can actually get to our Fires of Invention and our other stuff rather easily, as well as being able to pay some mana, sacrifice it, scry some, get a better look-see at our deck. 2 copies of Deafening Clarion and 3 copies of Shatter the Sky for some massive board wipe. 3 copies of Archon and Sun's Grace, because this card is just fantastic alongside Fires, plus Outlaws, plus Divine, plus all the other enchantments we're already playing. It's just a nice, good flavor in the deck, as well as giving you that life link that you need for Dawn of Hope to proc it, outside of the little 1/1 soldier creature tokens, whatever they are. 4 copies of Fires, we went through that. 1 copy of Circuitous Route, and this is in here for those games where you're just not hitting your Fires of Invention and you have all these other cards like Awakening and Biogenic and Beanstalk, and they cost a ton and you just can't seem to get there with mana. Circuitous is like that sort of 5th copy of Fires, right? It's to help you get there with whatever you're needing as far as mana and get it down, and of course it's not as good as Fires, but it's still pretty alright. Outlaws Merriment. Fantastic card, works with Archon, works with Divine Visitation, and you can play it in the same turn as Fires of Invention, so the following turn you're already getting a creature back, and it doesn't feel as bad as just playing a Fires of Invention and having nothing. I mean, you can also play your Archon with Fires of Invention, so this deck is really good on turn 4, but a lot of Fires decks, they sort of play Fires and then they use Fae of Wishes, right? And so it's kind of a dead turn on turn 4, whereas with this, we have turn 4 and we are actually getting something down that's a solid body and actually does something for us, right? 2 copies of Divine Visitation. I said it in the last video, I think, or the 2 videos ago, maybe 2 videos ago. Divine Visitation, great card. You don't really want to run 3 copies of it. Here we're actually running the amount we should, just 2 copies. I felt like in this deck it's not so much the highlight as Fires of Invention is, so play the right amount. So just 2 copies of Divine Visitation, plays well with the Archon, the rest of the cards, yada yada yada. Kenrith, Obvious reason, fires comes down, and then you can do all of the top 3 things. You can put a counter on your target creatures, which can help keep them alive if you're in a mono red matchup. You can gain trample and haste on all of your creatures, which can give you your angels from Divine Visitation, which you can create with your Outlaw's Merriment / Dawn of Hope / Archon of Sun's Grace. You can give them trample and haste, so instead of them coming down and you hoping that they survive for a turn, they come down, you have Kenrith, boom, all in attack, right? Finish them out. And then, of course, you can gain the 5 life with 3 mana if you want to go that route, if you just absolutely need to gain life. So, a lot of interesting interactions within this deck within itself. Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi, a card I think really should be played more. It's only 5 mana. You're going to put 9 +1/+1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste named Vitu-Ghazi, and it's still a land. So, this card is fantastic. Sure, you can't play it at instant speed with your Fires of Invention, but even playing it at sorcery speed, the beautiful thing about that is you're going to be able to play it on turn 5 and not have it be semi-useless. Most turns, if you play this without Fires of Invention, you'll tap all of your lands, so that land that would become a 9/9 with, haste, became a 9/9 with haste, but you tapped it to cast Awakening, and so you're sort of left at this weird, awkward position. 6 mana for a 9/9, still pretty good, but doesn't hit nearly as hard. So, my solution, play the Fires of Invention, get this down at turn 5 where it doesn't cost any mana, any land tapping, right? And then you have a selection of all your lands to pull forward and have a 9/9 with actual haste on turn 5. Pretty solid if you ask me personally, I don't know. Anyways, moving us down, we have Biogenic Ooze, which is, again, great with all the things in the deck and allows you to have a mana dump for your stuff with creating the green ooze creature tokens. Beanstalk Giant is going to help us get to the mana we need as well as being a solid body, and that is going to round out our deck tech or deck breakdown. I hope you all enjoyed this intro into this very interesting and semi-complex, not really, it's just got a lot of little inner workings together, right? Anyways, we're going to go and hop right into our matches. Sokix? I don't know. Interesting name, and I gotta say I am a fan of the Tezzeret avatar, so you already got a +1 in my book, man. Sure, seems fun. We don't have the Fires of Invention, but still seems fun. I don't actually want another Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. I'd prefer more lands, actually. Thank you. If you don't mind me asking, game. So we'll just go ahead and keep on entering things tapped here. We do have the Beanstalk Giant to help us ramp to the 4 mana, so that's good. It appears as though our opponent's playing mono red. We'll have to see though. Ooh, and another land means we actually don't have to shock anything in for this Beanstalk Giant, right? Just go right here. They may have a Bone Crusher Giant. That might be what they're holding up, being it is mono red. Let's see. We have double green, we do have double white. Alright, well, that's good then. As long as we have those two, we should be fine. More white mana is generally preferred because the Dawn of Hopes, right, that slim chance that you get the Dawn of Hopes plus the Fires and Divine Visitation, right? You want to have more white mana for that instance, or I guess just in general with having Dawn of Hope down, but you get what I'm saying. Outlaw's Merriment, interesting. We can either go for an Outlaw's Merriment or we can go for the Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. I'd like to play the Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi actually on instant speed, and or I like to have 6 mana or have the Fires down, but I don't really like this situation, so we are going to go for the Outlaw's Merriment here. They're not playing blue mana, which means no counter spells. We can enter this other land tapped, and everything's kind of going smooth so far. Sorry if I shook the desk with that little bob and weave there, I guess. Alright, opponent going to be getting down a Chandra, and we see that they have an Electro Dominance over here in the graveyard, so very interested to see what our opponent's actually playing. 3-1, that'll almost do enough for Chandra. Now I can play a Stomping Ground and get a Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi down as well with haste. I think that's what I'm going to do as well, so we'll do it here and then we'll do it on a plains. Boom. You go here, you actually go ahead and take out the Chandra. It's mono red, they have 3 mana, 4 mana max. it would take an interesting combination for them to get rid of Vitu-Ghazi right now. So, there it is. The big land creature that everyone's like ignoring and for some reason not playing. But 5 mana for a 9/9 at instant speed? I don't get it. Simic Flash, why are you not playing this card? It's so good. It's 9 damage. It's literally almost half of your opponent's entire health bar. Health bar, health points, whatever you want to call them. I guess it's not really a bar, it's more so a number, but still. I love this card. Stumbled upon it the other day and I was like, man, why? What? Why have I not been playing this more? Now we get a 2/1 with lifelink and another Outlaw's Merriment. Well, it's going to be hard to say no to that. I do like the Hanged Executioner, but it's mostly in here for the removal, so we'll get it at our opponent for 11. Next turn, summon up 2 more creatures as well as the 2 we already have. So we have lethal just with Vitu-Ghazi and our Outlaw's Merriment, which is fantastic. We didn't even need a Fires of Invention this game. That does feel good, but I would like to see a Fire so I can show y'all the true awesomeness. Fires makes it to where when you use Vitu-Ghazi, all of your lands are untapped, right? You don't have to worry about that on turn 5. Ooh, I can't cast this because if I cast it on a land, it's going to tap it, so even if it gains haste, you know, whatever. Socax, or Socax, whatever. Gonna be conceding out on game 1, and that was gonna be rather quick, just stomping out a mono red. And look at that, we're up against Nico once again. Literally couldn't make that happen if I tried. Hello. Long time no see, my old friend. So we know what he's playing. He knows what we're playing. I guess it'll be a race to see who gets there first. We do have Omen to help us get to that 4th mana for the Archon. I would like to see a Fires so we can get down the Vitu-Ghazi and all that good stuff. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll go ahead and get down the Dawn of Hope, of course. Of course. Could have saved the Dawn of Hope as well for after we get down the Archon, but I think in general it's better to get it down. Like, don't be mana inefficient. Let's change our owl. I think I keep meaning to leave it on this, but I guess it changes every match. It changes back. It's all right. Let's see what Nico plans on doing. Definitely playing a different deck. Is this the same Nico? I just made that joke. It just feels a little weird for it to be the same person. Alright, so we'll kick it back to him. Birth of Melitus. Alright. So they're playing Azorius Sagas, kind of. We have double white. I'd like double green so we can have the Vitu-Ghazi mana. Ooh. Divine Visitation is fantastic. So we're going to get down Archon and try to go for that Visitation. Don't get me wrong, I like a good Vitu-Ghazi, but... Alright, there's a Conclave Tribunal. Here to stomp the fun out on everything. That's alright, we'll take the damage. I'm not afraid. So we can actually play Fires plus... Alright, that works for me. Do this. And this. And we'll go ahead and get rid of that wall. Sure, we'll take some damage on the backlash. Oh no, I guess they'll keep the wall. Weird. Of course, we'll take some damage on the backlash from their Outlid and Starfield, but that's alright. Unless what? Their controller pays 1. Well, we have Fires of Invention, so it's not really a big deal, you know? Alright, so we get down to Divine Visitation. Now we have our Dawn of Hope Divine Visitation combo. Oh, Nico's just gonna scoop it out. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, here we are up against, you know, a person with cards and stuff. I get to go first, and I have Fires of Invention in my starter hand. Yes, please and thank you. I will take it. We can actually wait on this Sacred Foundry. On the Fabled Passage, since we do already know we have 4 mana. Green and a goose. Well, I gotta say I'm not upset about that. I'm not. And a Kenrith for ourselves. Do enjoy me a good Kenrith. Watch out, everybody. It's the goose. I'm very tempted to Deafening Clarion this goose. But at the same time, you know, why? So I guess we'll just let it live. It's like a fly or a gnat, you know? Ooh, there's a reason to Deafening Clarion. There is a reason. So we'll get down Fires. Actually, we should use Fabled Passage here. We'll get down to Fires of Invention, and then we'll Deafening Clarion. And I would still like some green mana actually. So Fires, Deafening. We don't quite need a Shatter the Sky on these little ones, so this will do. And then that stops that, which means they have to create a creature with power 4 or greater on this turn. Hopefully they won't do that. In order to get the card draw, that is. Destiny Spinner, okay, looking good so far. Fantastic, thank you, opponent. You understand me and I understand you. That's why we work so well together. Alright, let's get this Dawn of Hope down first and foremost. Into the big Kenny. The Kinster. Kinmeister. We can actually do this. We can give all creatures trample and haste. If they try something shady, we can always give him some counters, right? So next, swing in. 1 attack. You got this. Kenrith, you're the man. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Alright, so we'll get him for a fat 5 damage. And I do plan on using Dawn of Hope. You're like, Chance, why are you not activating Kenrith? Okay. It's because I want Dawn of Hope so we can draw more cards. I think card draw is a little bit more important than just boosting up one creature and hoping that creature can carry us to victory. You know, it's don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. So they're gonna get down to Nylea. And we basically made their first arrow in games useless, which is fantastic. We will go ahead and activate the Dawn of Hope to get down to 1/1. Deafening Clarion. We can actually put 2 counters on this little 1/1 if we want to. Let's do that. We're gonna swing all in. Yep, that's right. You know I'll do it. Don't think I won't. Alright, there we go. We talked him out of it. Smooth move, Chance. Smooth move. Alright, let's auto pay. Let's get some card draw here. Archon. Ooh, I do like a good Archon. Sure. And we will end our turn on that note. I don't think we needed to do anything else. Everything else we can do at instant speed. That's the beauty of this deck, is even though you can't play cards at instant speed, you can still do things at instant speed. Like summon Dawn of Hope or use Kenrith. Which is really fantastic. We can just gain 5 life on the spot if we wanted to. Hush up, phone. Our opponent's actually just going to concede. They're like, here's a Voracious Hydra, pump fake, not actually. So, picking up our 3rd victory in a row with this Naya, Fires of Invention, Divine Fires, oh, okay. I was about to say, what did I call this deck? It was something. Anyways, I had an absolute blast. I haven't played Fires of Invention pretty much at all since this set came out, and it was mostly because I only had 2 copies, and I don't think you can play a Fires of Invention deck with only 2 copies. So I went ahead and made the final push and picked up all 4 copies. And so, you know, here we go. Maybe I'll go on a Fires of Invention spree of jankiness. For now, though, I think this deck is actually something solid, something fun that's not your typical Fires of Invention, your Teamer, your just, you know, Grixis, that kind of stuff. Here's something for those players that want to play Fires without playing the mind-grudging control decks, right? So, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, and of course subscribe if you're new here. Click that bell notification as well if you do subscribe, and you'll actually be notified when I post videos and when I go live. Alright, that's going to do it for me today. Hope you all are having a wonderful night, day, whatever time it may be, wherever you are, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.